We got sound rolling. This is 1 round, 3 minutes or more. This is 1 round with George. Ever since I was a kid and saw Sugar Ray Leonard fight, I've loved boxing. I was at HBO for 15 years as a feature producer, won a few sports Emmys. Not bad. I got to travel the world and tell the great stories of these fighters.
Maybe something of a rooting interest in Alexander among the entire HBO Sports crew here, because Alexander's manager is former HBO Sports producer George Jacobin.
I've managed a fighter. I've worked a fighter's corner, being as close to the action as you can get. My life is revolved around boxing. Friday, September 23rd, one of boxing's best fighters and New Jersey's own Shakur Stevenson was back home in his hometown of Newark, New Jersey, taking on Robson Conceição. It was supposed to be a defense of Shakur's 130-pound titles, but he lost those titles on the scale when he failed to make weight. I love Shakur. I think he's one of the best fighters in the sport, but this definitely was not a good look for him or his career. But Shakur said all the right things.
Everything that was in my power, I tried. I know I did everything in my power to try to get to the weight. It just wouldn't go, so.
He dominated the fight in front of his hometown crowd. There were moments he looked like he was going to win the fight by knockout, but it went 12. He won a wide unanimous decision. And now he joins guys like Tank Davis and Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia. So many great fights to be made at 135. Now don't ask me why I was up, but about 2 o'clock in the morning, I watched Floyd Mayweather's exhibition. He took on a street fighter, an MMA fighter named Makuro Asakura. Asakura landed a few shots, and in the second round, Floyd took him out. Guess who was in the crowd? Yes, Manny Pacquiao. So don't be surprised if we see Mayweather-Pacquiao 2 in an exhibition. And can somebody tell me what was up with this Japanese guy who threw flowers at Mayweather's feet? Whatever it was about, Naoya Inoue felt the need to get on Twitter and apologize. So in a fight earlier on that card, Floyd Mayweather's bodyguard, some guy named Jizzy J, fought his own exhibition fight against some kickboxer that he weighed 40 pounds more than. This is the same bodyguard that was pushing around Floyd's opponent for no reason in a press conference before their fight. Listen, anybody who gets in the ring has heart, they have courage, they're tough, but like Clint Eastwood said in the movie once, tough ain't enough. Floyd's bodyguard had 40 pounds on that guy, but size does not matter in boxing. So does anybody out there think Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford are fighting November 19th? I love to hear stories about fighters who are thriving when their careers are over. Former welterweight champion Kermit Cintron posted this on Twitter and tweeted that he's in college. He's working on a science and health degree. Congratulations, Kermit. I wish you nothing but success. My favorite part, talking about the history of the sport. September 21st, 1985, 37 years ago, 2 legends were in the ring. Larry Holmes was defending his heavyweight title against light heavyweight champion Michael Spinks. Holmes was looking to go to 49-0, which would have equaled Rocky Marciano's record. And Spinks was trying to do something that hadn't been done in almost 80 years. I thought Spinks had no shot in this fight. I was wrong. It was an entertaining but not great fight, and Spinks edged it out, becoming the first light heavyweight champion to move up and become heavyweight champion since 1906. I will say this, in their rematch, I thought Holmes won the fight, but the politics of boxing kept him from getting that win.
And I can say to the judges, the referees, the promoters, the kids where the sun don't shine. And since we're on HBO, that's my big black behind.
Nevertheless, 37 years ago, Michael Spinks made history and became the heavyweight champion of the world. September 27, 1980, 42 years ago, the late, great, marvelous Marvin Hagler started his reign as middleweight champion. He took on Alan Minter in England. He was sharp, he was strong, he cut Minter to shreds, and the fight was stopped in the 3rd round. In one of the low points of English boxing history, the fans threw bottles at Hagler and his entourage. He had to run from the ring. It was a really terrible way for him to start his reign as champion. He would go on to be one of the most dominant middleweight champions in history, a Hall of Famer, and one of my favorite fighters, marvelous Marvin Hagler. September 29th, 2001. Wow, 21 years ago, Bernard Hopkins and Felix Tito Trinidad squared off for middleweight supremacy in Madison Square Garden in New York. This fight was in the aftermath aftermath of 9/11. It was supposed to be on September 15th. It was put back 2 weeks. Bernard Hopkins on this night put on one of the greatest performances of his career. He outboxed and outfought Trinidad and knocked him out in the 12th round in a spectacular performance. So boxing is nothing but a big circus. You have Jake Paul fighting MMA guys. You have football players fighting each other. How about these guys fight each other? They call themselves the Island Boys. I don't know what they do. These are a couple of good-looking fighters. They've obviously got mad skills. You can see the abundance of talent. And more importantly, they don't like each other.
Oh, you're a hater. You see, you talk, you throw stuff, and you don't like it right back. But you've been talking. You are terrible.
I say let's make this grudge match as soon as possible. There's the bell. 1 round with George is done.
That exhilarating 1 round with me is over. Now you can go to my YouTube page. You can like the content, you can subscribe to the page, and there is more coming soon.